Welcome back. Another exciting day in the crypto markets. As you guys can see, we are in the green and it feels so good because this weekend was scary. Nobody likes these volatile drops, even people that have been in the space a long time. Bitcoin is currently trading at $51,034, Ethereum at $4,300. Yes, we're going to go ahead and do a market update. And yes, we're going to cover XRP because it looks like Mr. Brad has some words for the SEC. Let's break this down. Came across this tweet from Brad Garlinghouse asking for myself, and a friend. And this is in regards to the SEC because you all know that Ripple is battling the SEC right now. Originally, I wasn't the biggest Ripple XRP fan because they did a lot of shady stuff, which we'll talk about after this segment. But I do like the fact that they are standing up to the SEC and sticking it to the man. So he was subtweeting this tweet by Stuart Alderati. Hope I said that correctly. Stewart said, the SEC is making it up as it goes, using strategic ambiguity and enforcement, or the threat of it, to advance its own jurisdiction rather than collaborate with the regulators, policymakers, and market participants. When will the tactic stop? Stewart is general counsel over at Ripple, and he is 100% correctly. The SEC gets to do what they want to do. They give special rules and privileges to their people. But when it comes to the cryptocurrency industry and other different industries in the United States, they are not as lenient, and I don't appreciate that behavior. One of the biggest things I have or bones to pick with the SEC is that, yes, I understand they want to regulate and protect consumers, but at this time, they're not really protecting consumers. If you're truly going to protect consumers, why do we have predatory loans? Why do we have predatory student loans? Why do we have check into cash places? Why do we have all these crazy things that are happening in the United States? Why are those okay? Because a lot of those are predatory. Anyways, let's go ahead and read this tweet that Stewart, the counsel for Ripple, subtweeted from Rosalind Layton, PhD. So Rosalind is an international tech policymaker, and she went ahead and tweeted this. Who will protect investors from the SEC? And this is an article from Forbes. I agree with her 100%. The reason why I agree is, again, the SEC states that they are protecting investors, but in fact, they are actually not doing so. And the reason why they are not doing so is they're not protecting the United States citizens, people that reside here, from the actual banks that charge these crazy predatory fees. So at the end of the day, even though I don't agree with everything Ripple is doing, I do like that they are standing up and they do have the money to do so. Let's go ahead and now check price, and then I'm going to explain to you why I wasn't the biggest fan of Ripple from the beginning. This is our Ripple chart here, and we covered this on Sunday. Sunday nights at 6 p.m. PT, or sometimes at 10 a.m. PT, that's when I've been generally streaming, is when I will cover altcoin requests, and I will take any single altcoin you guys want. We talked about this area here. I said we were gonna have a possible drop to approximately 71 cents, and that went ahead and played out. And I said if we continue to drop, I would look to this range. Ranges are important to me because it gives me kind of a time frame, not necessarily a time frame, but an area, potential area range where price could hit. And this is where I generally want to go ahead and set bids when I'm interested in buying the dip, flipping, or getting into a long, short, whatever position. And I do this for both resistance areas and support areas. So we tap there and we're starting to bounce. We do in fact need to get back above this trend line, which is essentially here with the EMA 9, which would be about 89 cents. Once that happens, I want to see a flip above $1.03, continue to consolidate, rock up, and then break out here at about $1.28. However, if we are not able to get back above 90 cents, break the trend line, the EMA 9, you can expect a dip back down to 72 to 51 cents. Again, you guys, ranges are not 100% accurate. Like, I'm not going to be able to catch the exact bottom here. It just gives me an idea of where price could potentially go and areas that it would bounce at. And that's by utilizing basic areas of support and resistance. This article here is one of the reasons why I didn't necessarily care for Ripple XRP in the beginning. The team has control of a lot of the coins, and I don't necessarily like that. In this particular article, it states in summary, 80 million XRP was transferred out of the project's official wallet, which is equivalent to approximately $76 million or $75 million. Can't see it. The first transaction went to an unknown wallet with 30 million coins. 20 million of those coins went to a centralized exchange, BitGo, left 1.8 million coins in the exchange hot wallet and transferred 18.2 million coins back to their own wallet. Nobody knows why they did that. So we all know that the XRP community, or excuse me, the Ripple team has taken profits out, and they continue to do so. And it's a lot of profits. So that's one of the reasons why I didn't necessarily care for Ripple XRP. But at the end of the day, if the community is okay with it, the community understands the impacts of this, because it can be negative. It could dump price, especially if you have a low market cap. However, Ripple does not have a low market cap today, excuse me, XRP. And the community is okay with it. I'm okay with it. I'm not a big Ripple holder. I've got a moon bag of it. But other than that was one of the reasons why I didn't care for them. Let's go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin. We've got to cover Ethereum and some other really important things you do not want to miss. With Bitcoin right now, we're doing absolutely fine. The fact that we got back above this $48,000 area and we're continuing to consolidate between $54,000 and $48,000 is more than fine with me. I'm 100% with it. However, I would look for some volatility in here. Me personally, I'm zooming out. I'd prefer to look at larger time frames. Yes, this is the 6-hour chart, but I just kind of wanted to show you guys what was happening. I think we're going to continue to consolidate in this range between $54,000 and approximately $48,000 until we can figure out which direction we want to go to. I'm very cautious with alts right now. Very cautious. With Market Cipher looking at this red bar at the bottom, it gets me a little bit nervous. But again, you guys just make sure that you have a trading or investing plan and you watch Bitcoin and kind of see what it's doing, because that will impact your altcoins. Let's now talk about Vitalik and his predicament with Ethereum 2.0. As will Ethereum 2.0 be as decentralized as Ethereum currently? Well, let's talk about it. So Ethereum is currently POW, proof of work, which is a mineable project. However, they want to go ahead and convert to proof of stake, which is a POS. And POS is not as secure as proof of work. Also, too, it might not necessarily be as decentralized. We all know that Bitcoin is proof of work and it is pretty decentralized. However, if Ethereum actually does move over to Ethereum 2.0, when that does happen, it might not necessarily be as decentralized, which could be bad news for a lot of these projects that are built on top of Ethereum. But at the same time, if Ethereum wants to sustain, it is going to have to merge over to proof of stake, because proof of work is really not sustainable currently, especially with all the different things built on top of it. Yes, you can use the argument with ZK rollups, optimistic, utilizing Matic layer 2 solutions, but at the same time, will that, will it still make Ethereum usable? And a lot of people, even though we love Matic Polygon, we still like to use Ethereum without having to use these additional chains, because the more chains you have on top of something, or the more layers you have on top of something, it becomes less secure. So it is a bit of a predicament. Either way, I do hold a lot of Ethereum. I will continue to do so. I do plan on taking profit at around $10,000. But let's go ahead and take a look at the chart. This is our Ethereum chart, and doesn't she look lovely? I went ahead and broke it down pretty simple for you guys. The best thing I see here is the fact that we are above $4,300, which is where our Market Cipher EMAs are. Another thing that I do want to note, I like this area of support here at $4,200 because we have these two candle heads put together, and it also matches up with this area back over here on May 12th at approximately 41.82. Now, I went ahead and drew a resistance line here at $4,600. This makes sense to me because we have these two candle closes over here. Also, too, I like the little consolidation in this area, and it's pretty close to these swing wick highs at about $4,600. So, me personally, if we can sustain above $4,200, I'm happy. Now we are essentially back in an uptrend as we are back above these. I'm going to draw my trend line to scale this time. So now I went ahead and drew the swing wick low here, or this trend line down here at support at $2,800, and I brought it up touching these two candle butts over here. Just as long as we stay above this trend line and this support line, I think we are good. I think we will continue to see some consolidation until Bitcoin makes up her mind. If we break below and get some ugly candle closes, consolidations below 4,200, dump it. If we continue to rock above 4,600 and we sustain, send it. I want to talk about my partners over at IOTA. IOTA is set to launch a decentralized smart contract platform to expand Web3 ecosystem. So we all know IOTA has been around for quite some time, and it's good to see projects actually sustained from 2017. However, let's talk about some of the improvements that they have made, because I think that this is immensely important. Prior to, I feel like the last couple years or so, Ethereum was the only project with smart contracts, or smart contracts are actually usable, but it looks like IOTA is following Ethereum's suit, and they're going to be able to directly compete with Ethereum. So the first smart chain has officially launched on IOTA's feeless transaction substrate layer, which means there's going to be no fees, which is great, because when you look at Ethereum, there's a lot of fees, and it absolutely sucks. And the project is going to be Assembly. So Assembly is a brand new permissionless multi-chain smart contract network, or smart chain. A smart chain is a smart blockchain, which is a blockchain built on top of a feeless base layer, hence allowing it to connect with other blockchains, transact, bridge, and move tokens instantly with no gas. The new token is going to be ASMB. And this is great because they have smart contracts, they can automate things, they can allow for NFTs, metaverse, all types of stuff. And as you guys remember, IOTA staged network launched as well with an announcement of an airdrop, possibly up to 400 million of new SMR tokens that were airdropped to free for all IOTA holders. All you had to do was hold IOTA, follow the rules. I think I made a video on that. I love airdrops, they're amazing. And basically they are going to be giving an airdrop of this new particular token, ASMB. All you have to do is go ahead and hold IOTA in the designated wallet, and you can go ahead and qualify for both of these airdrops. Lastly, I just want to remind you that Craig Wright is not Satoshi. If he was in fact Satoshi, he would be able to move the Bitcoin from those wallets, Satoshi's wallets, but he hasn't. Anyways, there's a lot of misinformation going on out there. Craig Wright is not Satoshi 100%, and the Guardian is referring him to as Australian man Craig Wright wins U.S. court battle for Bitcoin, fortune worth billions. So basically, Florida jury finds Wright, who claims to have invented the cryptocurrency, did not owe half of 1.1 million Bitcoins worth of 50 billion to another family. And that was the Kleinman case over here. However, the jury did award 100 million in intellectual property rights to a joint venture between the two men, a fraction of what Kleinman's lawyers were asking for a trial. So this is kind of a lose for the Kleinman family, RIP Kleinman, but at the same time too, Craig Wright is not Satoshi. That's all. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and set alerts. I will catch you later. Bye-bye.